After what Quan and Adams did, I might not have a career.
Spoiler warning. The thrilling first episode of Grey's Anatomy Season 20 ultimately revealed Teddy's and the intern's fates. Teddy collapsed in the cliffhanger of Grey's Anatomy Season 19, and the intern's employment was in jeopardy since they had broken multiple crucial hospital rules in only one episode. The Grey's Anatomy Season 20 premiere continued where the Season 19 finale left off, raising the tension and excitement level by providing immediate answers to some concerns and keeping others unanswered until the very end of the show. Two significant character exits from Grey's Anatomy Season 19, Meredith going to Boston and Maggie leaving for Chicago, occur in Season 20. The long-running medical drama that may have appeared best ended with Meredith's passing in particular. Pompeo will, nevertheless, appear in a few Grey's Anatomy Season 20 episodes, and her appearance in the season opener was encouraging. The drama involving the interns and other characters also demonstrated that it is not necessary for the program to continue, even if it is only temporarily until she is expected to return.
You all still work here?
Oh, thank God.
Subscribe to Movie Spy for more twist videos. Teddy makes it through, but nearly loses her leg. Winston needs to operate on Teddy. Kim Raver in Season 19 of Grey's Anatomy as Teddy prior to the Season 20 debut of Grey's Anatomy. The most pressing concern among viewers was Teddy's chances of survival. Teddy was in discomfort from a tooth infection in the Grey's Anatomy Season 19 finale, which ultimately caused her to collapse. She was unconscious, and her life was in jeopardy at the end of the season. Teddy's illness had spread from her tooth to her chest as the Grey's Anatomy Season 20 premiered, but Winston was able to save her life. Teddy was still comatose, but in a more stable state at the beginning of the new season. Teddy's condition worsened once more when she experienced a pulmonary embolism in her leg. Sadly, fans of Grey's Anatomy were likely traumatized by the sight of a blonde doctor with a gray leg because they had witnessed Arizona lose her leg more than 10 seasons earlier. Teddy was lucky that Winston was able to preserve both her limbs and her life. Teddy wakes up with Owen by her side at the end of Grey's Anatomy Season 20, Episode 1, and by the next episode, maybe she'll be back on her feet and running things. The interns on Grey's Anatomy continue their careers. Bailey takes over as the residency program's new director. Season 20 of Grey's Anatomy is by no means the first occasion that a group of interns has encountered difficulties. In the Grey's Anatomy Season 19 finale, Yasuda tried to resuscitate Teddy as Lucas and Simone illegally operated on a dying patient without any attending oversight. Furthermore, because of the patient's friendship with Jules, Blue ignored the patient's DNR, do not resuscitate, order. The interns violated some very serious rules, regardless of their intentions, and it wouldn't have been shocking if Grey Sloan Memorial Hospital fired them all. Though he didn't feel like he could go to Boston to be with Meredith if the residency program was failing, Nick was on the verge of firing them. After some time, a compromise was reached that satisfied everyone, giving Nick the freedom to spend more time with Meredith and the interns in the finest possible hands. After the Grey's Anatomy Season 20 premiere, Bailey assumed control of the residency program and gave the interns her well-known set of 5 rules. Miranda Bailey is the one who can motivate the interns to get in shape. Simone and Lucas must perform surgery in an ambulance. They are stranded inside due to an autonomous vehicle mishap. Nick gave the interns instructions to stay in the lab and not practice medicine at the start of Grey's Anatomy Season 20, Episode 1. Tensions emerged among the interns, although this didn't last very long because they didn't want to be in trouble for disregarding pages either. Lucas and Simone were himself stuck inside an ambulance with a patient after they were mistakenly assigned to remove a patient from it. As Lucas and Simone prepared to take the patient to the hospital, Wayne, an autonomous vehicle, experienced a malfunction and collided with them. The car kept crashing into them because of the malfunction, and the scene from Grey's Anatomy rapidly reminded everyone of the elevator heart operation. Lucas and Simone had to open up the patient and execute an operation they had never tried before, let alone in an unstable ambulance with only Meredith and Bailey directing them outside. After the car company was delayed for 20 minutes and the patient had crashed, luckily, Blue finally blew one of Wayne's tires, allowing Meredith and Bailey to take command in a real operating room while they scrubbed in. There is a problem for Meredith with the Catherine Fox Foundation behind Catherine's back. Meredith makes the decision to carry out her studies. Despite relocating to Boston to concentrate on Alzheimer's research for the Catherine Fox Foundation, Meredith returned to Seattle for a limited period of time to attend the opening of Grey's Anatomy Season 20. The East Coast was hosting the Catherine Fox Awards at the same time as the chaos at Grey Sloan Memorial Hospital in the Grey's Anatomy Season 19 finale. Meredith was thrilled to discuss the findings of her research, which also happened to coincide with the ceremony. Meredith's discovery raises questions since it suggests that decades of research on Alzheimer's disease was incorrect, even though it may have been revolutionary. Meredith upset a lot of people with her novel concepts, notably Catherine Fox. At the conclusion of the first episode of Grey's Anatomy Season 20, Meredith promised Catherine that she would go back to the traditional research, but she had other ideas. Meredith has extra motivation to return to Grey's Anatomy Season 20 after asking Amelia to assist her covertly with her study from Grey Sloan. Weber wants to concentrate on his sobriety. Weber is taking a break from Grey's Anatomy. Weber's drinking was another startling revelation from the Grey's Anatomy Season 19 finale that was discussed in the Season 20 premiere. Richard has been the subject of sober coverage on Grey's Anatomy in the past because his alcoholism has always played a major role in his personality. The plane-carrying doctors had severe turbulence on the way to Boston for the Catherine Fox Awards, and Richard came dangerously close to drinking for the first time in more than 10 years. Richard was about to take a drink when Bailey knocked it out of his hand, but he requested another one at the ceremony. Richard did not violate his sobriety in the Season 19 finale, as Grey's Anatomy's first episode of Season 20 disclosed. But he admitted to Bailey that he wasn't sure whether he would ever trust himself in the OR, and that he didn't trust himself there right now. Bailey was confident that he would regain his self-confidence and that his procedures would be paid for while he concentrated on his recovery. The two characters who have been a part of Grey's Anatomy since the beginning had a heartfelt moment, and Weber's plot was set up for something bigger. Joe is confronted by Yasuda about what transpired with Sam in Season 19 of Grey's Anatomy. In the Season 19 finale of Grey's Anatomy, Joe abandoned the interns. Yasuda's financial troubles were a major plot point in Season 19 of Grey's Anatomy. Although Yasuda received a grant to assist her and enable her to complete her surgical training, her employment and financial stability were jeopardized by the events of the Grey's Anatomy Season 19 finale. Yasuda received an offer from only one hospital, Grey Sloan, and her career would have ended completely if she had been expelled from the residency program.